What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today we started with a question. So, question is, at what stack depth does the big blind check raise the most on against the button? And Andy figured it out. And he said 20 big blinds. So I was looking at this morning, and like Alan said, it's very similar, right? It goes from 15 to 20 roughly. So it's always like kind of close. But the one check raise the most is the 20 big blind. I thought it would be a good idea to check both end of the metal and play against the check raise. And then play as the check raiser as well. So,
So
so do you call here or do you fold, you net?
Bro, this is feels bad, man. I think you're probably maybe supposed to call,
nah,
but I kinda you
I
got the
think fold.
overcard. You got the overcard, you got the flush draw. I don't know, I might fold. It's too shallow. It feels bad.
Yeah. So Galen, you say fold?
Yeah, I might just fold. It's close. I wouldn't be surprised to see a solver like make a 0 EV call or something.
Yeah.
You want to make that thin call, make it with like ace eight or ace seven, which can turn open ended, as opposed to ace six, which can only turn a gutter.
They can turn a flush draw too.
That would make sense, but it's the suit of the 10, right? The highest card, has like some magical property, because he can't have like the flush with the 10. So I think we need to call. But it's probably zero EV, right? And I, you need to call against somebody who check raises a lot, right? You don't need to call against like population.
Okay, this is a great card. This is a great card. Alright, he's gonna jam, and then what the heck do we do if he jams? You know,
Yeah.
like,
Does he
you,
call?
is
Yeah.
it easy though? Maybe you just call it off with your ace high. I don't know, dude. Feels
13
bad.
to win 29, right? So
Yeah.
you got an overcard, no flush draw, and sometimes you're still ahead. Right? Because
So we check
Uh,
back here, right? You're
oh, I'm
checking.
definitely checking back here, taking my free card.
yeah, because he should barrel some combo draws to pick up equity. And you're ahead of those.
Beautiful. I would guess yeah, well, you just call. I was gonna say, if he doesn't put it in, maybe you probably just
Hmm.
jam.
Straight.
You might come over the top here, I think. Like, you might just put it all in.
You think it jams here?
Sometimes.
What about calling?
Yeah, calling's not gonna be wrong. I think it's just
So
gonna
how
jam
did
a
you
little
figure
more.
out the jam here?
Well, you have like, less than 20 big blinds. If he's even if he's check raising with a jack here, you've got quite a good bit of equity versus his value. It's enough to go with it. Um, Queen, the queen, king, ace is gonna be good for you. And then if he's doing it with like 8, 9 or something, you're just good.
Okay,
And yeah, it's like, okay, whatever, he has jack. So if we were deeper, I would maybe continue here, but you just fold, I think.
and then what do you do with ace five of hearts?
It's the same hand class, really. I would,
But he will
it would,
bluff some queen X though, like queen nine, queen
yeah,
jack.
yeah, I could see that, Frank. Even this, yeah. So if this is like waking up for like a bluff every blue moon, definitely what Frank said, it's gonna bluff sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, ace five not in range and ace six of hearts would continue. Check ten. Just fold
Feels,
here, or the nine plays.
feels bad, man. You're probably supposed to call, but I would fold.
Think it's a call? Because of the nine?
Well, you got an over and then 3 to a straight. I wouldn't be surprised if it's playing call here, but I'm never calling this in game.
Yeah, so just a fold.
Yeah, just fold.
Gonna have to call this, right?
Again, you might just jam sometimes, but I think calling's good.
What do you say, Frank? You're just singing?
Yep, call.
Oh,
Can't miss this thoughts.
check back, I think, because we win against all the bluffs, right?
Yeah, just show it down if you can.
Oh no, look at that. The spade, maybe?
I guess it may be because it's an overcard to his 9, so the value, like if he's check raising 9x, you can start applying
He's,
a lot of pressure
he's not,
to them.
how is he gonna fold a nine at this time then?
He's not folding
Yeah.
9.
I don't think he is.
Yeah,
He's not, but if the river's another overcard, you can just push him off at 9.
Yeah, so like if it comes 10, you bet here, and then you get like a queen on the river or something. Like a queen of spades even, I think you can probably just, push him off his equity a lot.
or is it just a function of like check raise check? Or is it because of the ten?
Well, you could test it by looking at a lower card than a 9. I think the fact that it's an overcard, does play into that, so.
Yeah. Okay, so we just.
I don't know, man. I might just bluff it.
Turn ace
Seems,
king into a bluff,
Blast off.
I think I might, dude. Like, he's gonna have like a pair here so much.
really? Surprised about
Very
this one.
nice.
Alright, okay, the suit matters a lot, right? It seems. Like we turn a ten of spade, it was going with ace king with one spade in its hand. If we turn a diamond, it wants to go with diamonds. More than the other ones.
Yeah, I think it's just bluff equity. So like, because you have a spade, when a spade hits the river, you can bluff. You gotta continue with a call, I think. So there's the jam.
Yeah, again.
Check.
No,
Small
yeah.
bet.
Again,
Yeah, it was,
remember it wants to go like check raise check. We seem to be betting a lot, no?
yeah. Yeah, it's the Keppel effect in full effect there.
Yeah. So we bet 33? No, now
No,
it's,
Even
20,
small.
20. Denying equity from gut shots, stuff like this.
Yeah, that checks out.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, you win, but I'm out.
This is mind game.
You might
Um,
call, what's a solver call? I'm folding. I'm never calling this. It might call.
What do we do? You wanna fold? No.
Yeah. Huh.
Hey guys.
Howdy.
Howdy.
It's not gonna fold.
It's not a punt.
Yeah,
He's higher than us, man.
Bro's got jack 8 and he's just gonna ruin you.
jack six.
Jack rag.
Jack 6 is good.
I like to play call here.
Easy call.
For those who joined, we're playing a shallow stack versus check raise, button big blind.
I was gonna say this with when you're this shallow, I think your 8-out draws can just rip, and the solver liked ripping as well.
Yeah, seems good. I mean, it's
What
kinda
about your
whatever,
open
right?
ender is facing a turn jam?
I don't
But
think
that's
you
the
get to fold.
yeah. I think you're probably still calling.
Huh?
Sucks.
It's
You're
our best
unblocking,
open-ended.
you're unblocking hearts too, so like dude could just be having some kind of like, I don't know, like he's gonna have 10-8 of hearts here sometimes and stuff like that.
Exactly. 10-8,
Or
10-7, stuff like that.
8.
Queen 8, Queen 7.
Okay,
I was gonna say on flop, if you were gonna split your Queen 10s, you have 3 with backdoors, good ones to call. The other
Mhm.
one's more susceptible to jamming.
Yeah, that makes pretty good sense, for sure. This is a let go.
There you go.
alright, majority call.
What? I don't know what the game plan here is, boys.
Spades,
Like,
you need
I
spades.
guess.
I mean, he
We
has
are
like
ahead of
7-5 with a
bluffs.
single spade, so you have the best hand. Yep, 6-5, no spade.
I just, you gotta be
Good
prepared to
luck.
bluff. Yeah, you gotta be
Good
prepared
luck.
to bluff.
Oh, we're gonna
You're not
call.
bluffing, you
here.
have the best hand.
Easy
We're,
call.
yeah. Oh. Oh,
It's interesting. I feel like you usually see that all in with like ace king in spots like that are just good enough to just run it.
Yeah, we've ran into a couple ace queens that were doing it earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
which one is it gonna be? 3 or 5?
What's more geometric here? I would go 3. I wanna deny equity not having a diamond, so I'd bet 5 big blinds.
Nope.
I said
We need
3.
to go bigger against his pair
I said,
plus
Ah,
straight
yeah.
draw, you know?
I
Yeah.
said 3, meaning 33%. I didn't clarify that.
So it's the 5. And
Yeah, I'd
then
bet 5
push,
big blinds.
Yeah.
I think you just put it in. It's kinda whatever.
not the diamonds, right? Uh-oh. That
What a
was
Okay,
stage.
that was a
strange
pair of
call,
threes.
solver.
A
Strange
pair of
call.
threes with a blocker.
Yeah.
I would call here. I think, just calls, fine. I would probably play check.
Now we jam.
Yeah, you just,
Is sky blue.
I don't understand the call here.
there's royal flushes, bro.
Straight flushes out there.
Nits.
I'm just probably gonna let this go, personally. I
Yeah.
don't know what the solver does. If it finds a defend here, okay, bravo.
What do you think king, queen does? Like king, queen off?
I think call.
I think
He
I would
doesn't
rather
have many
call,
ace X's.
yeah, he doesn't. I would rather call king 10 than king queen, I think,
Nah, he will bluff with like 10-6, you know?
maybe.
9-10, stuff like this.
So king, queen would be better than a 10. The 10 is pretty bad here, right?
I guess you'd be interacting with his, non-made hands, so probably right.
King, queen can fold here.
Look at this, what about the suited ones? Didn't look at the suited.
Suited calls with the back door.
Yeah, just compare it to king 10 though, so yeah, 0.42 versus 0.33 with king 10. You can't fold second pair here, right?
No. We gotta continue. Oh, well, no, I take it back.
And out we can.
You can fold. Okay. Uh,
I think we're pretty done now.
Now we are. If
are
we
we?
weren't dead before, we're dead now.
What if he bets like one big blind or this here, three? Can you really
I think
fold?
3 is enough for us to fold, man.
Yeah.
We just picked up a bunch of flushes with parts of our range, you know?
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah, we got the money in good, sort of.
this is a fold.
We have a gut shot.
I think it's a fold still, Frank. And then what if you had the ace of spade? That's a real question.
Oh,
I
is
feel
it
like ace of
continue?
spades is easy continue. I feel like this, I'm kinda with Frank. This is actually kinda close.
Close to what?
I think we
Call.
need to defend this.
I would
Yeah,
fold here. Maybe I'm
you
wrong.
got, you got direct equity to a straight, you have an overcard.
You say
Uh,
call, I'm saying fold.
It's close, no, it's not
Wow.
that close, not that close.
And then ace five with the ace of spade, you gotta continue.
Mhm.
It makes sense. Okay,
I
ajax.
would, yeah, eject.
Hmm. This one. So we don't really click back ever, right?
I think you're kinda short for clickbacks. You probably just put it in here and play. I would say majority put in and a, minority call.
I think. You wanna get it in against a four?
Oh,
No,
No, right?
I don't wanna get in against versus four, but the risk of that happening versus like a higher card than a 10 coming out afterwards and like you just losing to random jack or something? I don't know.
I like the idea, honestly. But
So
no,
maybe that's monsters under the bed.
no, you just call here.
Yeah, it's just versus four, right?
And then here it comes.
Okay, well, easy, check.
Yeah.
nah, bet
Do
20.
do you not wanna like check, raise, check, bet into him a little bit? Scare
Oh
him?
yeah, I guess that's what I was screwing up, right? So maybe you do bet 20.
Or five?
Yeah. I'm definitely missing this spot right here, as we can see.
Yeah, because his range after check raise check is so much 3x and then like trashy bluffs, like, or even
Yeah.
stuff that has equity, 5-7, you know?
Mhm.
Oh, check.
Now you would show it down.
Yeah, I think so. And he shouldn't really check raise a lot of aces. Oh, there he is. Okay, great.
Except for that one.
But he should have more like sort of king five type hands than ace five type hands.
I would think so too.
So here, would you click back with an ace jack? Or a jack ten?
I'm probably just putting ace jack in. This I'm gonna play call with. A
Okay. And then
jack 10,
eight, nine, you just smooth call? Do you have a
yeah.
lot of raising here?
Yeah, I think you do. With with stuff that's vulnerable. So like your over pairs. Um. And like, it's also versus his value. So like, you don't want, if he's check raising you with a jack on a super dynamic board like this, and then the turn shifts the texture, the river shifts the texture, you just don't want to give him a way out of the hand, really. Like if the hook's in at 20 big blinds, you want all the chips.
Mhm. So I think this one is close to a raise back. That's why I'm wondering.
Yeah, the 9 is just like, it doesn't qualify for me. It's too low. I would play call here a lot. But it does, like, you're right. It's just kind of like good enough sometimes.
Yeah. So we're raising back with a lot of jacks.
Jack 8 seems to be the only one that's just like not in there. Jack queen too.
Why queen jack though? Yeah. Cause
Must
everything
just,
else makes sense, right? But queen jack,
you'd have to look at his check raise range. Maybe it blocks some of the,
I think, yeah, because like he's gonna have like queen X of spades combos and stuff like that.
I think it has something to do with that.
Queen
So
eight.
there's a little queen eight. Not a ton
It's small
though.
here, but actually on the raggedy side, queen six, queen five, queen four, those are all spades, but it adds up.
Yep, yep. Queen deuce is in there pretty robustly.
Yeah, it's like lowest overcard to the board.
So, put it in. Top pair, good enough here. Almost all top pairs. Did he call with 9-6? Think we need to call once.
Yeah, I'm definitely playing call here.
At least once.
Yeah.
20, bet 20.
Bet 3.
That's so dirty, man. That's the move of the day, man. Check raise, check. You just bet small, man, with uncomfortable hands.
I feel like it just keeps you uncapped too. Like if he plays check raise check and you check back, I feel it just opens the door for
To
him to go,
getting, yeah.
Yeah.
to go absolutely bananas on the river.
See, I wanna bet small, but every time I really wanna bet small, because my hand is so weak, it bets big, well, big, 33. But it checks back a lot here, actually, which makes sense.
Yeah,
Can't
mean, you have
blame someone for checking back here.
well, you just show it down now.
Yeah, after second overcard. I think if he checked back river and the river was some low brick, we could value bet.
You may be able to do some fun stuff there.
Alright. I say, gotta check.
Beat an 8.
King and a nine.
Oh, he trapped us.
So like that, that's kinda interesting because you bet really small in the turn. He turned two pair and he played call.
No,
Right.
we checked, right? On the turn?
Oh, you're
I
right.
think we
he
ended up
did play-
checking.
Yeah, okay, you're right, Dan. We did end up playing check.
Little guys, I'm getting a little itchy. Getting really itchy.
Yeah, I could see you probably just piling this in sometimes or playing call.
Cause it's a paired board, so his raising range should be ridiculous. And, we have no backdoor, so we unblock all the, you know, double backdoors and over that he could possibly have. This hand has no incentive to like sit around and see a heart turn and then get worried about things.
Disagree.
Not to do that.
Showdown.
You wanna
We're
show it
calling
down?
No, it's
here
value.
because,
It's value, man.
yeah, value, but we have the best taste, right? So. I think we call
No,
here.
I'm saying
because-
I push for value, not the bluff or anything. It's like
I-
value
I
slash.
know, you wanna raise, but I don't think it's a good raise.
Alright, show us the moves. Let's see what we got.
Oh, so, okay, why do you wanna raise?
I mean, you just have like the best.
He
hand
already
in the account.
said.
He has jack ten, he has 6-4, he has queen ten. And if you compare this to your other ace kings, your ace king of hearts is okay with seeing a turn card, and sometimes it's a heart, and it's like easy to play. This
Okay.
hand never has that experience. So like if there's one of them on a rainbow board that makes more sense to fast play, it's the no
The one
backdoors one.
without, yeah, the one without the back doors.
So would you do that
Yep.
on a 7-7-3 board, or is it just because of a 9?
I feel like
I
7-7-3 is gonna
still,
play. Yeah, I feel it's gonna play the exact same.
cause like, we're just expecting the solver raising range here is just so wide in a way that our opponents are, you know?
Yeah, it's 20%.
Yeah, I mean, the
Like-
solver's gonna have maybe like just random cards in here. Some like four queen or something. With
And
like
it's kinda
backdoor.
nice, it gives him like a good price with something like jack ten. Which is live against us. And it's like, we're kind of okay. Either make jack ten put all the money in now and run the equity at a disadvantage, or make him fold out pretty substantial amount of equity. It's fine by me. Either way.
Okay. Very interesting. Okay,
King seven's probably just good enough, I think.
good
You saw
enough
that
for what?
I honestly
Uh,
remember that ace king from some old Matt Affleck content, where he would point out that
That one?
you're raising it back for value. You can see because ace king good enough, ace queen marginal, ace jack yeah, and beyond that you're done.
Yeah.
So it's just the very top ones. They flatten the value range.
What about this one? I'm raising here. All a
so
cookie?
saying, I would
I
just put it in
agree.
sometimes. It's just good enough.
I think putting it in's fine. I was also thinking about raising small.
Oh, we found the one that doesn't do it.
Wah, wah, wah.
Seriously. We're slow playing the wrong hands and fast playing the wrong hands. Okay, cool.
I don't think we call with many sevens here, maybe.
I think you're right. I think it's one of the few that's, I don't know, both with like the backdoor, maybe maybe
Yeah,
the
fair enough.
king kicker matters somehow.
Maybe it's, maybe if he's like check raising 7x, we just beat basically all the 7x he has in range, so you kinda wanna let him just barrel it off. As opposed to like, I mean, he's not folding a 7 if you jam on him, right?
Huh. Maybe we're
No,
so torched from the not having a 3 in range that we're not raising back with 7x, or
So
it's what you said, Galen?
he is raising every seven in his range, so we wanna keep him in.
We're just
Yeah.
calling with
But he's not
everything.
gonna fold them either. If we
What's
jam,
that?
he's gonna call off anyway.
The only one
it's
that's
just so
raising
weird.
is 8-7.
I mean, look at the EV, it's worth 8.5 big blinds. I mean, it's
That's
worth
alright.
like, it's worth heaps. So what is the raising range here? That ace king again. Bluffs like
I
10
think we
9.
just we're struggling here on this board, so we need to just call with everything, I
A
guess.
little bit of ace 7 on the offsuit side. So I actually think that does tell me something. I think if he ever does have a king X, he's probably folding his like king 4 of hearts if he somehow found a bluff with that. Does he ever find a bluff with that?
Hey, will you peek at his raising range one more time for me?
Every seven, every three, and then stuff in between.
I guess I was more concerned about his king X. So like, how many kings are in this range? So there's king 8 in here, king 9, king 10, king jack. Uh, king 4, king 3. So like, there's a cooler aspect here too. So the times that, he turns a
Mm.
king, we just, we kinda get it all. So maybe you wanna keep some of that kinda stuff in. I would be
And
so
the other one, I
tempted
think the backdoor mattered because like the ace 7 off that was ripping, an offsuit hand, of course, has no backdoor.
to, right? I would be so tempted just to play click here, click it in.
Yeah, it's so similar. I don't think it's a big difference.
I think
But
call
you,
because you are behind 3 and 4 5, so what's the point?
Yeah, I would just call. Then call again.
Yeah, yeah, can't fold this.
Oh, 5-4. You said it, Frank. Frank can read the solver mind.
Super user.
the solver whisperer.
Oh, so it was you. It's you, Frank. So a little 5 here. Think we call again? Right? Crickets?
Perhaps.
Sorry, 1 second.
Oh my goodness. How was this ever a fold?
What's he bluffing?
Why? You think he's turning a size into a bluff like spades? You think the ace is not
Yeah,
good?
I mean, that was my first thought, but also we don't have a spade, so. We don't, that
We
doesn't.
have an ace, so I
matter.
guess the ace is bad.
The one thing I can say about this hand is it, doesn't really have any outs to a 5 card hand.
Mm.
So like, if he has like a 2 pair or set or straight type hand, then we just have like basically no outs.
Like king jack is better than this, cause you can hit a 10.
Yes.
Mm.
Exactly.
And the
You
king
can't
is
have a
probably
set.
still like the same, like 2 pairs probably still good.
Hmm. So I would like, yeah, I'd rather have 10-9 than ace jack. Cause it can actually improve and beat a good hand.
Yeah, second pair ace kicker on this type of board where the ace doesn't interact. It's not very great. You're gonna have better stuff, huh?
I'm still surprised it doesn't call ace jack, but it calls every other jack, right? So. So the ace is bad here.
Just doesn't connect.
And then let's see his barreling
Mm.
range.
Can we go from flop, you know?
So he doesn't have any ace. Here. So. And then he doesn't have any aces here either. So why is the ace bad?
I wouldn't say that it's bad, but king, 10, and 8 are all really good.
Yes, we got
Oh
a
yeah,
call.
sure enough. The next one down that doesn't have a gutter is Jack 7, and Jack 7 doesn't need a call. King Jack, Jack 10, Jack 8 all have gutters, and they all call. Or open enders. And Jack 7 is bad.
So you need more equity than just a jack, I guess. That makes sense. A jack 7, as he said.
Yeah, I think that's like a good principle for our games, like prioritize at some point,
Extra
draws to 5
equity,
card hands.
yeah.
Yep.
So I say we call here.
Same thing on like queen 10-9. Wait, is this queen 10-9? No, yeah, on queen 10-9 with ace 10, it's like. Not very good.
This is like almost bad enough that I would consider using it as a bluff.
As a bluff. I thought it was a pretty good call. Bluffing with it is interesting though. Now we're just cooked, right? And then turn hearts, you call?
And he had the worst hand.
Call or jam, I guess.
Hmm. 4, 5, 6. We just call here, right? Then say we were here with ace 6. Do you raise back? I don't think so. What do you guys see?
So I don't think he's check raising the straight here very much, this shallow. So I think we probably just go.
Okay, so you say he has like a lot of 6?
Yeah, he's got some worse six. Like he's got some, six with some equity. Six with straight
5-3,
draw.
7-4.
Yeah. I think there's gonna be no good turn cards for us, so it's time to go.
So do we raise every 6? Or are we mixing the range?
Maybe call 6-8 or something like that.
Yeah, we're gonna wanna call the ones that block the bluffs. So probably like 6-7 probably wants to call, 6-3 wants to call.
I thought it would be the other way around because they have more equity.
They also block the bluffs that he has, right?
Well, if they block bluffs, don't they just wanna go as well?
The bluff
but
is
then
not
you're-
like,
Then you're more likely up against value, which is a 6 with a bigger kicker.
But it's the same thing where we have the extra equity and we're not gonna fold, and he still will have some more stuff. And some folds and stuff. I
So
don't know.
take a
Isn't
stand.
this the one that we call?
I mean, we don't open like, what's the worst 10 we open?
Maybe we do just go with every six. Maybe ace six won't go. I don't know. Something. What's the worst 10 we open?
Yeah,
Suited, you mean?
yeah.
It's this one, I guess.
Yeah, this is it.
We should be opening like suited 10-5 suited, no?
I guess.
Not on 20.
No, I don't think so.
Mm.
I think it's this. You could be right.
Yeah, either this or 10-5 suited is the bottom.
Okay, so it's good enough. We rip every six, but not 6-7. So why you guys say it was not ripping 6-7, bluffing, blocking the bluffs?
Fewer bad turns as well. You don't mind a 3, you don't mind an 8,
So
a
yeah,
7
yeah,
might
we rip,
still be okay.
we rip every top pair. And then strong hands, like two pair or sets are just calling. Hands like pocket seven that are super vulnerable are just raising. Well, mixing, right? Oh, dirty. I'm folding.
Yeah,
What
Yep.
if you, jack 10 of hearts?
fold.
I don't know.
Oh,
Jack 10 of hearts, big heart.
I feel like we're too short, but who knows?
Well, backdoor feels like getting twitchy.
can't fold the back door, you know.
Yeah, you might have to
Can't-
peel it once, huh?
And then what if we
Can't fold the
had
backdoor
like
royal draw.
5-3 suited?
We don't.
That we definitely have to call, right?
Yeah, another. Isn't it Tristan Wade who says calls like Jack 10 of hearts here 60% of a royal flush?
Imagine calling jack 10 of clubs here and being right.
Ooh, I would not call Jack 10 of clubs here.
Oh,
Oh. Against a robot,
yeah, exactly.
keep in mind.
Hmm. Or against somebody who's absolutely out of line,
Okay, yeah.
like you, Danny.
Hey. Only now and again.
Only every two hands.
We all know by
And
Danny.
then
means
we
jam.
said, okay, we don't have it. And then, okay, that was the one. So we
Not
fold.
every strategy that I try to identify in these exercises is something that I'm doing in game. Just to be clear.
I'm just basing my judgment on the hands you send me.
Oh, I sent you the Jack 7 that we
Yeah.
discussed on Monday. Yeah.
Yes.
It's good, I think it's good.
Do you raise back here? No spade. I think so. Think
Yeah,
so.
we gotta jam this one, right?
It's a pair. We beat every seven. We value
Yeah.
down every seven.
This is the one. If there's one, this is the one.
Yeah.
Then do you call a little bit more often if you have the eight of spade or it doesn't matter?
Yeah, I think so.
Think it doesn't matter. You just
It might
shove
not matter with
every,
eights.
yeah.
Well, there's some calling, so it'll go up, right? It has to go up.
I think ace and ace 7 we need to jump.
Oh, this board, you have a lot more jams, I guess because it's more connected.
Raise is small a little bit more. Yeah, it's more comfortable with the eight of spade. Look at nines though. Oh, nines
On
is,
7-3-3, I think eights was like our only raise back. And now in 7-6-6, we get a lot more.
Yeah,
Yeah, nines, I don't know, nines you can hit a 9 and cooler, 8-5. He turns an 8, you cooler that.
alright, so overall, one pair type of hand, you raise a lot here. See, now we just raised a7, not king 7 or all the other ones. And 10-8 is going in, 10-9 is going in with spades. 10-8, 10-9 with spades, okay. Ooh, this is dirty, we're gonna have to call.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is dirty though.
Sorry, I'm muted, but yeah, easy call.
This one?
We heard you.
Wow.
No, flop, flop,
Oh,
sorry.
yeah. Oh, jack deuce.
Oh. Call, wait,
Mm, maybe we
Well-
raise back.
Too much.
Yeah, not all in.
can you click it?
No.
I would just call, I think.
Call is good.
This board, guys, with the spades and everything.
Dude, SPR1, I ain't scared of
Yeah,
shit.
the turns will, some of them will look scary, and that gives him the green light to jam with one pair. And it's some crap draw.
So what do you do with
Call it off
ace
happily.
8 here? If you have ace 8, you raise back? If you have pocket
Yeah,
9, you
fast
raise
play.
back?
Yeah,
The ace-8 is a much
fast play.
better re-raise.
So why not raise this one?
'Cause this is just so not vulnerable. You're not really worried about any
Stupid.
9, 10, jack or queen coming. Like.
Yeah.
You have the nuts, man.
Spade turn, what do you do?
I don't
We
give a
don't care.
shit. I don't give a
Buckle
shit.
up,
Call.
buckle
We're
up.
gonna stack off any run out, even an ace, like,
I
whatever.
think it's raising a lot. Oh, no,
Call
never.
it.
Too strong. You guys said it. Too strong.
Yeah, you're raising like your lowest over pairs, not your highest over pairs, right? Nines and tens.
Yeah. Eights, nines, tens. Oh, yeah, nines, tens.
Ace 8. You're raising all the way till jacks, but after that, it's too strong. Okay, that makes sense.
And if you think about his bluff range, I mean, he has like a lot of kind of like 10-9, jack-9 hands. That, yeah, it just made top pair here. If he has like a jack-9 type hand. He did bink us on the river. I don't know if you saw that.
He got there. How adorable for him.
Yeah. No,
And
I
his-
don't think he did.
No, he hit his queen.
Sorry.
That's what I meant. He thought he got there.
And I fold here. Fold?
Fold.
Hmm,
Fold.
I don't know. I can see this one.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. Like paired board, you gotta find more. You gotta reach deeper.
Alright, so check raise check. We're gonna go 5
I
big.
don't think we have a
blinds.
value bet. I don't think we have a value bet after he checkers checks.
No, it's not a value bet, it's a bluff. We're bluffing with the best hand.
No. Okay.
Oh, it's
No.
wrong size.
Smaller because he
Why?
doesn't have many pairs plus straight draw type of hands.
Ah, so you,
Um,
okay.
Dude, check the EV. This is not a bluff. This is a value bet.
After he goes check raise check, yeah.
Yeah, you're trying to get value against hands like 10-9 or whatever.
Okay,
Queen 9.
so with that in mind, then you check back here.
Yeah, we got our value. It's hard to get more use out of this lemon or whatever the analogy is.
Okay, the EV shrink, but I think that, you think.
Tells me that we expect that
Yeah,
he's holding a queen fairly often. Yeah. Crazy that we value bet there.
uh. Just fold.
Call, I
That
think.
has to call.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
first time it happens. Why is that? Cause we usually always float with ace king, ace queen, ace jack, these kind of hands. I guess it's because we'd rather
already
have
lo-
like ace nine here than ace queen.
I think the other ones were like low card boards and paired boards, and but this is like mid, so he just has like a million offsuit combos that have like pair plus draw or got
He's got,
shots and
The
overs.
queen might be
he's
no
got
good.
all, I think he's also just got all two pairs, all straights.
I don't think
Yeah,
Most,
pick
he's,
any two cards from the deck. Like any two cards from the deck have like a gutter here.
he's not
Yeah.
raising any two pair here, is he? Or straights or stuff like that. He's not supposed to raise.
what was your flop sizing? 1.8? What's the rate? What's his, well, look at it. I think he probably is. I'd be surprised if he raises nothing.
10-8 is calling. No,
Or
it's
is 6-8, right? Oh no.
8-6.
So,
Okay, so it's
so
It's
six,
10
raising.
8, 10 8
nine,
is check raising.
9-7.
8 6 is doing a little bit, not
Oh,
a
I
lot.
wasn't really worried about the straight. I was more worried about like pair plus draw.
10 6 is not really check raising. 9 7, not really. So it's just top two pair that's kinda check raising.
and the 8-7 and the 7-6, and the,
Right, yeah, so pair and blocker, pair and
Yeah.
blocker. It's a funny balance.
So like it has to have some two pair, right? So that's why, I guess. Cause otherwise, if you don't check raise this 10-8, you don't have any two pair in your check raising range, which would be a little weak. Okay, we fold here. Interesting. So I say in 10 minutes, we take the seat of the check raiser and we look for check raises. How does that sound?
Yeah, whatever, I'm
I
cool with
like
that.
it.
This has to be a call, right?
Yeah, I think I would play call because you have the ace of spades.
Call every spade, every ace of spade. Now,
Baby bet. Alright, fold. If he checks, I'm baby betting. If he bets, I'm folding.
see, that's what we've noticed today, right? Check raise check. You take advantage of that a lot. I say
Yeah,
we fold here.
it's a good it's a good exploit that I'm gonna apply like probably too wide.
I say we go all in. The
Probably.
other thing we saw, facing a raise, top pair is almost always just going in, right?
Sub 20, yeah, 20 and less. I don't think that that, I think that loses its value very quickly as you hit 25 big blinds.
Well, you're just gonna raise. You're not gonna jam, but it's still gonna be raising majority, I say. What do you say?
I feel like, you probably start playing more call as you approach 40, but I mean, like, yeah, the raising range is gonna become more prominent as you move up.
I think it's gonna transfer from all ins to like raise small.
Man, this is a tricky
Fold.
one. It feels like you should continue, but then you look and you're like, I have 8 high with like no direct equity.
Yeah, what makes you
And-
wanna continue here? I feel like it's just a fold.
Dude, this is the kind of hand, if I'm deeper and I get check raised, I'm
You could
never
click him
folding.
back.
I'm
If
never
you're,
Oh.
if you're
folding.
deep, you could click him back, maybe.
Never folding if I'm deeper. But here, it's like, it's a prank. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna hit a 5,
It's
a
a prank.
7?
Fold.
You probably just put it in.
It's too strong.
This
Or is
one's
it-
different.
It's
This
This is
is-
a little different.
too
This board is-
coordinated.
I wanna put him in. I think I just wanna put it in, man.
Okay,
Yeah, best but vulnerable.
Yeah, that's how I see it, Pete.
Before
we
there were a bunch of
lose.
overcards that could come between the top card and our pair, and now we have the pair directly above the overcard. It's like,
I think I
put
think
it
you're
in.
just nuking his check raise range. Like, he's gonna have a lot of queen X there and he's never folding, so
Mhm.
you're just
Yeah, we
putting it
block
in,
all the king 10 stuff anyway.
right? I'm just gonna give this to this guy. I'm just not continuing here. Or should you?
Never folding this. That much I know.
You might be able just to put this in, to be honest. You got a gut shot, backdoor flush, overcard, like,
That seems a
jam.
little bit excessive.
No, you have to jam.
I have to call.
You have to jam.
You guys say jam.
Well, okay, hold on. Alright. You swayed me at the end there.
it's okay,
No.
all the way around.
It's all
Okay.
good.
Yeah, there's
More like
completed
a call.
equity in range. Yeah.
I
I'm an
think
EV warrior.
sometimes we reverse free roll ourselves. We get it in against like 5-6 and it's not good.
Right?
Fold.
Yeah, EV warrior, you
I'm
wanna
an
just
EV wa-
realize.
Well,
Oh,
no, if you looked at the EVs, the highest EV was to jam, so I'm just
Oh,
gonna,
okay.
I'm gonna die on that hill.
Is it too
Okay.
strong?
I would be tempted to play click here. Call's probably good. I'm not too scared of this flop.
Exactly.
Pure call jacks are better.
Yeah, seems good, Danny.
I don't think
Maybe
jack,
jacks have a sliver.
think jacks are like, ooh, you
It's
raising.
it's probably jacks are probably the transitional one. Like, it's gonna start raising and. Alright, I'm putting bro in, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, jacks are still strong enough here.
Mm,
Little sliver.
Even
Tens is the tran-
tens.
Yeah, tens is the transitional point.
The nine of spade, do we call with the nine of spade? Probably not.
You got
Fold.
2 overs. You got 2 overs and a spade? Maybe not, though. Okay, fine. You talked me into it.
Jack nine, I don't know.
I would be tempted to play call here with the spade and 2 overs.
Oh my goodness, Galen. We have a pair draw.
That's what you got. You got a pair draw.
I guess our pair draw is pretty live. They shouldn't really have too much, right? 9x or jack X in this raise range.
They don't have jack X, 9X, and I think if like a face card, a big face card rolls off and they play check, you can just barrel them off of like
You could
their.
bluff them
Yeah, they're 6.
with the little B20.
I know
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
I know this one.
Yeah, we're out, man. Okay, it was a prank. It's over. No thanks. Hard pass. Th-
Not folding.
This feels kinda bad, but you gotta continue. You could just call. This is like a call type hand.
Easy call.
Yeah. Bet small. Give him the B20. Or that one. Either or, I don't know. There you go.
What is he gonna do? He doesn't even know.
Highway robbery.
We got him.
And that's nice. Check raise,
Um,
check, we get him.
Maybe you could just put this in with the 2 draws and the over.
Oh, yeah, this one, yeah, surely it's good enough.
I say we
Feels,
just call.
I
Oh,
would
we
put
got-
it
that's
in
good.
here.
Yeah, because we get some folds and then we don't even have to get there.
What
If you have
folds do you
king,
get?
queen of spades, you call.
Okay, so you guys wanna put it in?
Yeah, and then just walk away from the table. Just go all in.
Hmm.
Hmm,
Go on break, come back, see if your chips are there.
Yeah, and they're there. Look at that.
alright. And now. This has
And I
to be,
think that's like an
Oh,
SPR
no.
one thing, where at like SPR 2 or 3, you wouldn't push the combo draw quite that hard.
I
But when you're this
agree
shallow,
with you,
you're just
Tim.
like YOLO.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna be more protective of your equity when you're a little bit deeper there.
Here we go, Louis. Is the jack high enough that we
Yes.
don't have to click back?
I
no,
think we can call this and let him bet again.
don't know what you're talking about, Danny, I'm putting all the jacks in.
I'm
Right.
saying, alright, if this were ace 5-3 and we have ace 9, we're not jamming, right? If this is king 5-3
No,
and we
no,
have
we're
king 9,
jamming, we're jamming,
we're
cause
not
this,
jamming, right?
we're jamming.
Oh, you disagree with me even on ace high? Okay,
Yeah.
well then in that case, then you're gonna say for sure you should jam here.
I think it's what Tim just said, Danny, like, the SPR is so low, like, it's a game of top pairs, you don't really care too much, with the exception of a couple of examples.
Amen.
But if we don't need any protection, then we don't have to jam as often. That's kinda what I'm getting at, right? So
Yeah,
I
we
think
don't need
like
fold on this
on
board.
king 5-3, if we have king 9, I don't think we're jamming. On queen 5-3, if we have queen 9, I think that's the inflection point where you start to get the jams, and now the jack high board, we're just going with it, cuz it's still, we still need protection, although we're not going with every jack here. So
You're
it's
actually
starting
just,
to get
And
different, right?
your protection theory checks out, because like Jack
Yeah.
10 needs more protection than Queen Jack or King Jack. Those have one of the overcards covered, so they're safer.
I think also some of this is like, when you look at this texture, there's not very much robust direct equity. So turn cards rolling off, you're not really scared of. Like, even if a 4 hits, a 6 hits,
Louis, can you
you're not,
make it a queen?
you're not
Sorry,
even
you go
that
ahead, Galen.
concerned.
Just go through
Like,
the progression, make it a queen, king, and ace.
Go ahead, Galen.
While
Go ahead,
Galen does the
Galen.
spiel.
Oh, and make it a 6. And make it a 6.
just to reinforce that point, put a flush draw out there instead. So make it the 3 of spades real quick.
Okay,
Or
what if we
diamond.
were playing PLO double board bomb pot and the flop was deuce? And
I
the
just
guy to my
wanted
right
to
is a
Sorry,
illustrate
the
whale,
my,
board is
my
6, 6,
hypothesis here.
6.
the mark of the beast.
What kind of fucking fairy tales are we looking at now?
What are
Louis?
you doing now?
Alright. Alright, let's jump the fence. Alright. We stop the session.
Wait, why did we not investigate Danny's question? That was a very valid question.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good
I thought it was a
question.
great question. I think maybe skip to king to make like the difference starker.
Okay.
Okay,
Jack 5-3 up to king 5-3, and then you'll see if there's a significant difference in how you're raising your kings.
So we say king 5-3.
Yep, and you're holding ace, ace, 4, deuce, double suited.
See now, we see a more regular pattern. Right, with the top pair. Kind of.
I guess you still jam the best ones just cuz you wanna get
No,
it in. What if,
less
alright, try
jamming.
the ace though?
Actually, I think that's the difference that's worth paying attention to.
Oh, true, you're clicking back, you're not actually ripping
Yeah.
it. But here, oh,
You don't really
There
care,
you
man.
There's a
Like, you're just
straight
putting,
draw at the bottom of the board now.
maybe there are too many gutters on this one now. That's
Yeah,
my,
yeah, there's actually a live straight, you know?
yeah. So many gutters.
Then take it down to like 9-5-3.
yeah, that kinda makes sense because like, when we looked earlier, the kind of hands that he's check raising are pair plus gutter type holdings.
Yeah.
So like pair additional equity. So the more connected we make the board, probably the more aggressively we play back at the board. So if you added like a flush draw or something, it's probably just gonna up the jam frequency.
Okay, so what do you guys say here? What board do you wanna see?
Try like 9-5-3 or something, and that's pretty, getting kinda low.
Well, some of these we've seen in the exercise.
Yeah. It's
Quite a
raising
lot.
every nine,
Though
the good
it's
ones.
interesting, it's a kind of a contrast with, the jack where it didn't raise the ones with an overcard kicker and I don't know, it's a bit messy. Trying to figure out what the exact pattern is.
I think it's a combination of protection from overcards and protection against straight draws available. So like 9-5-3, there are a bunch of gutters, ace 5-3, there are a bunch of gutters. Jack 5-3, not a bunch of gutters, and the jack is less vulnerable, so you're doing a lot less raising back.
I miss, why are there less gutters on the Jack 5-3 than the 9-5-3?
Cause
the
you
gutter
only
between
make
9 and
straight
5.
draws around the 5 and 3, whereas
Right,
like
the
here
7.
you can make them with the 9 and 5 and the 5
Yeah.
and 3.
Okay.
Can we see 10-5-3?
Frequency's gonna drop, I think.
So that should be closer to Jack 5-3, but a little more raising, cause the 10's a little more vulnerable.
And again, it's like jack, because the overcards don't raise that much. Jack 10, queen 10, king 10. Interesting. Complicated, super complicated game.
So I would look for how, the rank of the top card and how many straight draws are there. Those are the big
I feel like I just
ones.
saw into the matrix.
Right, now if we jump back the fence,
Alright, so you have a pair plus a draw, so I think you would check raise.
I say we call with this type of hand, no? It's too strong.
You have second pair. And a flush draw.
This
Good.
one's so good, you can do it, anything.
Raise small?
Yeah, I wouldn't do any raise large. You might call, but I think.
Call
check
or
raise.
raise small.
Thought it was too strong to raise.
It's the Jonathan Little simplification.
Yeah,
It's more.
go
Alright,
ahead.
what are you gonna do?
Hey,
What are you
trumps
gonna
your
do with
draw.
your? What are you gonna do with your strong hand now?
Check it.
This is the flop. Check and try and get the showdown.
Check call again.
Yeah, I guess you gotta call. It
5
feels
chips this time. Bang.
Easy call.
bad.
5 chips, real smooth.
Burn, burn.
Mm.
Now fold your hand.
Fan.
Now fold your hand. Boom,
Fold it out.
boom, boom, boom. Fold your hand.
I mean, that's a 4-liner. It has a flush that we don't have. We block everything that's wrong.
Fold, 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 fold.
Louis looking for an excuse to click the green button.
Oh my god, Louis, I
I
will
don't think we
throw
can
things
do
at you.
it, can we?
Okay, we have, I thought, okay, we have spade, we don't need to call.
Man, it's a 4-liner. Like, think about how many 2 pairs and sets and god, he had a bluff.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah,
I think
even
he had the, like,
straights.
the super nut straight, huh?
No,
Hit king, queen.
this has to be a call.
oh, was it?
Mhm.
Do
Was
you
Jack 10 on
ever
7?
check raise? No,
I
no
don't think,
direct equity. Now what do you do?
you check.
Yeah, we check again.
Yeah, check.
Still-
I'm just
yeah,
saying
still happy with our hand.
first
Now
aggression.
call.
I like call, yeah.
Call.
Hit the call. Hit
Do
the
we
call.
turn it
And
into
like
a
also,
bluff?
this is not this is not an ICM sim, but calling is definitely the ICM approved move. You do not need to blow up your stack over a.
Yeah,
a
I
rejected draw.
definitely agree with that.
Okay.
You can just call and get there sometimes.
Fine, you win.
Well, we got the 9, right? The 9 is pretty good here, no?
Yep, we mix. I don't think we fold 100%, but I'm gonna fold more than I'm gonna call, which means I'm gonna fold 100% against people.
I don't know, it's a huge bet though.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's razor thin.
9 is too good.
In game, fold.
Yeah, that's the answer, Danny, in my mind.
Dude, like, I might fold king queen against some opponents. Like, come on.
Mm, I can let this go.
Back door.
You wanna raise, Louis?
We gotta
Dude,
continue.
It's ace, king, 7. You are so torched. You are absolutely like, murdered here.
Let's fold.
But if you hit the right turn card, you could lose more money against ace queen.
Yeah,
Austria, click back.
fold. This is not our flop.
No,
This is not the flop you were looking for.
no.
There we go. Time to raise.
Yeah. Don't jam. What are you doing? Crazy?
Don't be crazy.
You wanna raise
Yeah,
big or small?
Just go orange.
You could go big.
Okay. Actually, crazy is completely approved.
Go big or go home?
Jack nine and Jack 10 with a flush draw, right? He's
Yeah, I missed it, Pete. You're right. It's that unicorn of a flop where the sizings wanna go absolutely bananas.
You didn't miss a single jam, right? When we were on the other end with his king, his queen, his jack, but now you're missing it. That's funny.
You
I
find
said
one
big.
jam, come on, there's like one in the entire range.
You found all of them.
Jam into queens.
That was fun.
It was fun.
Uh,
No spade,
call,
No spade fold.
fold, I don't know.
no spade. Spade, we do something crazy. This is too strong. We call. Do
Top
we?
and bottom,
Crazy.
top and bottom, I think you call. I think, I don't know, maybe since there's a flush draw you raise.
A lot of raising here.
But more calling.
Yeah,
Calling is
so,
preferred move. You're,
oh yeah, calling is totally fine.
Hmm.
We're just looking for raises today.
oh, okay. This is not,
I don't know what I would do here, actually. I don't know if you could call. Can you call?
You gotta
you
continue, you gotta continue, you can't let
Would
this
you
go.
raise then if you can't call? I don't think it makes a great raise either. I don't know
you
what
have
I
the
would.
ace, you can call. You-
You can
If you get
call.
jammed on, are you happy? Okay, like, are you just happy letting this equity go?
do you
Okay,
get better aces to fold? Ace ten is gonna continue.
I think we gotta just call. I think Scotty's right.
yeah, I'm on team call.
Give him my new show of Showdown.
Right.
Now you've been upgraded to slightly more Showdown.
Honestly, we have tons of showdown when he just bets
Have
flop.
the
It's gonna be hard
nuts.
to get there, but
Do we go small or do you go big? Or do you play check? I don't think I like, I think in game I do some big, but I don't know if I like big. I don't think a solver is gonna go big.
It went check on the turn, so I don't think we can let him hand over the gun, cuz he's not gonna shoot.
Yeah, he should be barreling, his picked up equity with flush draws, right? Like, I guess he does check some.
Not every time.
He does check some.
I'm confused. I think we play purple here.
Yeah,
play-
honestly, in game I do some purple, but I think it's small. I think like. I feel like that's a mistake I simplify in this node sometimes. It does like a lot of check-in small.
I also like chicken.
I thought we did a block. I thought this was one where we
My
would
thing
block,
with checking
but I was wrong.
is like, I guess we're check jamming. I guess it's just good enough.
I struggle with it. I mean, because I'm like, is this do you play this because this is how a solver plays a protected range? And it's better to do this versus like a, kind of more straightforward range, like play big bet? Or is it something you do wanna balance and play smaller check a lot there a lot? I go back and forth. You just fold.
Okay, can we check raise?
This
No.
doesn't seem like a hand that wants to do anything of the sort.
Are you sure?
I am
Yes,
not-
as far as it seems, I am sure. Now, if it does it or not, I am not sure.
So you wanna fold?
You might be able to call. I would just fold though. Like, what are we doing?
Folding?
You just fold.
Sliver of call. Lose your. Where's your two guys?
You have a sliver of I would like of losing more money.
Yes, that's what that translates
See a
to.
turn card and lose more money.
Don't
Yes.
fold.
This has to
Yeah,
be a
don't
pretty
fold.
good range, right?
Do you check raise this? I don't think so. I mean, do you, like, yeah, I guess you would check raise this. No?
I think boards like this are tricky because you have so many straight draws to choose from, so you're not gonna raise every single one of them. Like, from the top, you have like queen nine, jack nine, and then on the way down from there. You have
I don't know if we wanna do it with an open ender.
It's just not our hand.
queen nine, three, you had ace six suited, right? What were you looking for?
We had a 6 of clubs, I think.
So yeah, it looks like the clubs, even ace eight doesn't really need to call.
Has to be a raise here.
Yeah, so I think
Oh.
the ones that raise the most are gonna be the ones with the overcard, something like jack seven is gonna raise the most.
Right, so if it was 8, 7, 5 on the flop, you would check raise a hand like 7, 6 here. Because you have the pair, which is going to be doing very well against like the hands that he just YOLO jams, like ace, king, ace, queen.
Check.
Yeah, you just check now. Or don't. There you go.
Call.
Do you block? I don't know, man. It feels
Lol.
kind
Bet
of,
two, this is a clear bet two. He can't raise unless he has a nine.
it's not so clear to
You had a
me,
shitty little hand.
Or a bluff. He's a solver. He has bluffs.
No,
but
no.
yeah, there it is. It's good, it's good, it's good.
Oh yeah, I think block's fine.
Whoa,
It
block
has,
bet
like,
it, bomb it
overpaired
down.
tokens.
Oh my goodness.
I
He
don't know
has
if
a
you
nine.
call, I guess you call, fuck out.
He has a nine. We fold.
Fold then,
Fold.
Oh no,
JK.
he has a nine. We call.
You
You're
didn't
too
put your
sh-
toe in the water to not
Pay the
get
man his
wet.
money.
He has jack nine. No less.
He had it on the
Yeah,
turn.
exactly. We didn't put money in there to not give him the rest of it.
We block his bluffs, he'll turn like 7x into a bluff or something.
This is a fold, but do you play with king nine off with the nine of spade?
Uh. That's a good question. I'm the wrong guy to ask about check raising on an ace, queen, whatever board,
Okay,
cause I,
but
cause I don't do it.
you don't do it. So you don't have much
So,
nine of spade.
so like on boards where the button has the clear equity advantage on a board, I struggle to find like a ton of check raises.
I would be like king ten here. King ten with the ten of spade would be the worst one I think.
You could almost like argue king ten as showdown though, which is what I struggle with.
Okay, so not raising many kings, as you said. It's raising like 9-5 of spade here.
Sometimes.
You have the wheel end of the straight. that you
Yeah,
would-
yeah,
Oh
exactly, Pete.
yeah,
That's
You
the
where,
gotta raise your
five, the
babies.
four, the threes, well spotted, Pete.
yeah,
Yeah, the
so like,
Broadway it wants to keep in and the wheels it wants to bluff out.
Nothing like winning the pot with a nut low.
Yeah,
Omaha?
It's exhilarating.
yeah, Chan.
You're like, I just made the most equity I could have possibly made.
What do you wanna do here, Yachan?
I stole the most E EV.
they don't even know it.
I exchanged with Danny's mom on Facebook.
Oh, got the button.
What?
Oh, this is news to Danny.
I don't think anybody is actually in the recording.
Gonna make me
Danny.
spit out my yogurt. 4.8.
I say,
Yellow.
okay, yeah, we're small,
Orange.
fine.
Oh, funniest thing I've heard all day.
Bet again.
Okay, five?
All in. Wait, oh, maybe it
So you
is.
scare me when
I
you
wanna
hover over
jam,
the
I wanna-
check button. And I was like, what are you doing checking? Do not check.
Okay, a little five.
Yeah, you gotta,
Bet
You
five
gotta-
like,
Keep him in.
you
Keep
I
gotta
need to lend
attention.
this.
use the goose.
We stuff now that we think we have the best ten.
Range jam.
This is awful. It's the worst
Yeah.
river card in the deck.
Oh, he
That
was a little
honestly
bit
could be
tricky.
a range jam.
Well, yeah, also because out of position, like, we just don't, like, if you check there, you just put up a huge sign that says bluff me. So like, that's not.
well then,
not
yeah,
good.
so then you check call.
You guys see that one, right?
Yes.
Why do we raise so
Oh.
much without the spade?
Card under the top card.
It's probably just something to do with a three. He doesn't have a ton of 3x, we do. So you expand your bluffs? I don't know.
Get better aces to fold.
This is madness.
It was a value raise. He had king
Mhm.
jack.
But
What do we do here?
Well, sadly, I don't think we get to fold. Now, our hand doesn't really have great properties for a check raise either. So maybe one of the few calls in the range.
You wanna be that good guy? Giving out chips?
You gotta over to two of the cards. You can't just fold this hand.
Alright,
You have
You
the
have a
pivot,
6 and an 8 and continue.
like a 6 and a 7 are really good here. Cause you can turn so many things.
Right, right.
Now we
call.
check. Now we check with confidence.
Now, is there like, this seems like a card where you would have some donkings activating, but this does not seem like a hand that wants to donk.
Nope.
So I would play check. There was some donking with this hand.
Call.
Is it good enough just to put in? Probably sometimes, but I would
No.
play call.
he's double barreling. He has a bluff or a nine.
Yeah, he has offsuit nines in his open range here, so it's just a call. Now
Blocked
you can
in,
block.
no.
I would have thought so too, Galen. I'd have blocked.
Like, please, don't bet again.
I've had enough, sir.
I fold.
Okay, okay, we can fold this one. We can't fold this one though.
Maybe
Oh, easy
check
call.
raise sometimes,
Why?
probably.
I don't think we check raise many 10x.
Uh. Maybe not on a board like Jack ten. Maybe it is too contested with his, opening range.
Why don't you just call your hand?
Well, it's pretty nice. Top end of the open ender.
Call.
Well, yeah.
Call.
Close. I mean, where you're.
Call.
I know we're hoping for him to slow down, not for him to continue barreling on a scare card.
I don't think he
Alright,
cares whether he slow downs or not.
alright, I think you gotta bluff catch sometimes. I'm folding this a lot in game though. I'm just like, I'm not paying this man, but
Yeah, I'm pure folding.
Queen is pretty good here, no? The blocking queen, queen eight.
Yeah, I mean, kinda. It's not bad. You're unblocking the backdoor
Hearts.
flush. Yep, you're
Yes.
unblocking some of the, he's got some natural bluffs here.
This has to be
Like,
a call.
Yeah.
Think about it. The nine paired, he has less nine, so it's a jack all the way or not, right?
yeah, I mean, bro's gonna show you like queen seven of hearts here sometimes,
Right.
Queen seven of hearts.
That makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, it's important for us.
But
not to
is
have
the
any
queen
queen
good or
seven.
bad to block? Think it's
No, the queen's
good.
good for us. This one's good. The queen of hearts is a nice one
Queen
to
of
not have,
clubs is
because
kinda
Galen
bad.
identified. That's like, it's a very bluffable card for him.
Think
but
it's a
yeah.
Can
good
bluff
one.
yeah,
queen of clubs though, cuz then we'll fold our spades and our diamonds on the turn.
Just
Oh,
aces.
oh, look at us playing chess and he's over there playing checkers. Nuts.
He's like, aces is a good hand, but.
Oh,
Best,
And
best hand in
we're like,
poker.
oh, triple range bluff merge, blah, blah, blah.
so we fold.
I think you gotta continue, man. You
Oh
got two
no, no
overs.
way.
You got
To
two
the second
overs to
card.
the eight, you got backdoor flush, you got backdoor straight stuff. It's a 1.8 big blinds. I don't think you get to fold yet.
If
Yeah,
there's,
you're continuing somehow. Yeah, a lot of raising.
Woo,
yeah,
okay.
raising is negative EV though, like, you can overfold on king high boards, it's not a big mistake to overfold this hand.
That's right.
Not a negative EV when he folds.
Bluffing with the best hand.
Give me that EV.
Give me that EV, show me how it's,
You wanna raise here?
No, I
Bottom
wanna
pair.
call and
No, no,
fold
no,
the
no, 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 no,
turn.
no, 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 no.
Never.
It's way too connected and centralized.
Check. Or
Every
it's
time you win the pot with like a flop C-bet, you should like put in the chat, who's your daddy? Like, 4 big blind pot. Who's your daddy?
Got him.
propagate.
I'm gonna play check.
I'm gonna play block here. Check,
I
check
wanna
on the
play,
turn.
I wanna block with my tens. I wanna play check with my
I bet one.
eights. I don't hate it.
Okay, it's three.
It's even got some six in there.
Yeah.
I guess you're trying to get folds from 10x, so you need a little more,
Oh,
I'm
no
just value
way.
betting, really.
It's
You get called
value,
by
man. It's value.
Yeah, you get called by worst eight.
You get called by
guess,
Jack 8, 9-8 and some shit.
I guess so.
and by
Yeah.
ace seven.
Raise?
Maybe check raise this.
King five would be such a better one, right? Because of
Yeah,
three, four,
King
fives.
fives the nuts. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
agree.
gotta
This one,
continue.
this one might have some slivers. If we're gonna continue, might as well raise, right?
I kind of am
Sure.
there with
I can
It's
give it a
you.
it's a
sliver.
10, so it's hit and miss for him. We can barrel on a high card, we can barrel on a heart. No,
I was willing to try. In the spirit of like finding more check raises.
Same.
Fold.
Yeah.
we're gonna
Mhm.
check fold. Turns out,
I
Call.
guess you just call.
Yeah. You can't check raise and you can't fold.
Shitty.
Only other thing to do is quit poker. So you have to call.
Exactly. Easy selection when you figure that out, Scotty.
Yeah.
I choose
Scotty,
quit
do
poker.
not be out
See you
here
guys.
suggesting that people are this bad, they need to quit poker. You'll destroy my win rate. If you wanna make mistakes that big, go play in Roosevelt.
feels like a
Yeah.
fold here.
Yeah, huge bet. We have no redraw to anything.
Yeah, the size, right? And then the second bullet, right? And
Oh
then
my gosh. I think you
And
have to
like
call.
when he has like
Wait,
king, queen, what river
how
card are we
does
looking
this
for?
work?
We need a
10
10 or a
is
6?
10 is bad, jack 10, queen 10, blah, blah, blah. Every
I'd
10
rather
is
have,
green.
I'd rather have 7-6. I'd rather have spades or hearts.
It's,
There's a lot of hands we can call with here.
it's
Mhm.
tough.
No,
Alright,
no, not that tough.
you're right.
Yeah, easy to say after you look at the answer.
I didn't look.
Look at 7-6. I said it before we looked.
Yeah, no, you're right.
7-6 is not folding.
Yeah, exactly. 7-6 is. Yeah, king nine. That makes sense. He goes really big with a king that has, no flush cards.
Give him a clicker, Rooski. Take that, bud.
Yeah, even 8-6 is still doing fine. It has some way to improve.
Huh.
7-6, are this is us. We're raising here against his big bet. 7-6.
Makes sense. It's just like good
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah. Screw your king.
Don't talk about my
He's
king
like,
that
all
way.
right, let's gamble.
Queen 7.
Want to gamble? Let's gamble. Fine. Don't worry
Gamba.
about it.
No gamba, no future. I don't wanna play anymore.
Well, we might need to, you don't think?
It's a monotone
No.
board. You have like one of the worst ace highs.
But Galen,
We have
Don't
the
find the
wheel.
raise. Do not find that raise. These are not the slivers you're looking for.
Gotta run, catching this
Uh,
score later, Danny.
he had the nuts. We're just about to pile a bunch of chips against the literal nuts with 0% equity.
Fold.
Why not
Yeah,
raise?
why would you raise is a better question.
It's a
Like
pair
what?
board. It's a
That's a
eight,
fact.
so pretty good, and then it could go 6, 7 or heart. And then we get a
6,
bunch of better hands to fold.
I guess that's true that it could go 6-7, but the better draw to have then would be to
Heart.
have 7-6. Would
He's
be to have
range
7-6,
betting.
because then you have more straight draws on both sides, whereas like this one, it depends on the miracle.
Well,
But,
you're
you know,
also, 7-6 is nice because you're blocking common combos of 8x that he would have. Like, he doesn't have 8-5 in range. He doesn't have 8-4 in range, really. Um,
Let's give it a
no,
shot.
this is bad.
Look at this.
Oh my god.
Okay,
This is so bad.
okay.
Not I forgive them.
I forgive you.
Oh my god. Then you get some dusty ass turn card, then you're like, I gotta lose more chips.
Alright, how do you play it now, hero?
Well, I'm torn because like we block ace 5 and ace 4, okay? So we could bet 5 and double barrel and then because we picked up equity, that would be good. But if we want to get like ace highs to fold, I think we need to go all in. What do you do with an 8 there? You always go all in. With your kings, they all go all in here.
Why would you always go all in with an 8?
Yeah, you definitely don't go all in here.
So there's some small bets. Then we wanna bet 5.
Yeah, with like such a trashy hand,
All
5
or
makes
two.
some sense.
5 or 2, yeah.
3.
If you have an 8, you have the fish on the line. Don't shake him off.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 8's is so strong there. No
This
money
Top
is too
behind. You wanna.
strong. We just
Top
call.
I
2
wanted to
was
say
the,
that's something in so many of our games is just like fast playing at SPRs of 1. That we yeah. I'm trying to
Top two
really
might
control in my game.
raise here.
top 2 was the only one raising earlier
With one
Fair.
example, but I think
in
with
one
the
example.
spade, yeah, with the spade, we just call.
Yeah, raising's fine.
Call raise.
Call.
Pick your poison.
So yeah, we're still gonna get the money in here. In fact. Yeah. Sometimes the solver kind of fast plays like 2 pair on 3 flush board because
So, like,
it's still a value hand, but it's very vulnerable.
This is
83%.
tricky. I mean, I guess, like. You can't bet too big, cause if you bet too big, bro's just not gonna call anything here. Like, this is like kind of a
3.5 block.
it's a dicey board.
Like 83%. He's just
Yeah.
he's never folding an ace.
I pretty much agree.
How many aces did he check the turn with?
So he will check some on the turn. That's
Oh.
kind of a dicey turn, no?
With that thinking,
The
we just
other
might as
one,
well
the
shove,
other one where
no?
we checked river was where ace came on the river, which should be good for his range.
Bro,
This is
Jim's
kind of
not
good
good.
for our range, so we wanna put some bluffs in this range too. So like we'll have 2 pairs, we'll have maybe some good 1 pairs, we'll have bluffs. We'll have flushes.
Go purple. Okay, okay, like I could maybe level with purple.
I would jam.
It was
That's
the
the,
block. It was the
Little
block.
too big.
It was the block call off.
yep, you right, you right.
I would raise here.
No.
Why you wanna
Yeah.
call?
Lever.
If we had three aces, like we're so far ahead.
It's a pair board, you're on the big blind.
Doesn't matter if you have three aces, you're so far ahead here. Like you need your opponent to catch up.
I agree with that. It goes against, you know? You have to raise a lot of aces here, I think. It's keeping a bunch
Yeah.
in the calling range. Those that have a spade, makes sense.
Why are we reverse linear on our kickers?
We're not. Are
Okay,
we?
why are we so, why are we 5, 4, 5, 6 so much with our kickers? Why are those the most?
Well, my first thought for the 5 and the 4 and the 3 was because you blocked the backdoor wheel. Cause on our hand, we had, when we have a card that can make the wheel, we can have more equity. Right? So when we block it, it makes sense.
But when we block it, he doesn't have it in his hand and therefore he's,
Because in my mind, it's value, right?
right, they're all value, but
A
why?
wheel, backdoor wheel is value, so you're blocking portion of his value. Some of his strong hands.
Right, so therefore he has fewer calls when. So like ace nine bets out because because the wheel, because the 3-4.
This
to
is the
call.
raising range, right? It's not
Right.
the betting range, the big blind raising range.
Yeah,
Yeah, so like the bottom of his offsuit is like offsuit eights and nines, and so you want to keep those in. It can pick up equity wrapping around the 10 on the turn, and he's gonna double barrel. So that's why
right.
we check those,
We're
right? To
we're
block the
letting
bottom
him,
of his range.
we're
That
letting him hang him, we're. But wait a minute, but but we block that. He's gonna hang himself with, do we want him to have? Do we want him to have a 9 jack here? And I mean, do we want him to have an 8, 9 here? Or so he can, we're not protecting ourselves from that. You see what I mean? So we check raise the 4 because he's gonna call with an 8, 9?
No, we check raise the 4 because we blocked the wheels.
Yeah.
But the 9 and the 8, you block his worst aces, right? So you're either like ahead or behind when you have an ace 9 or ace 8, cuz you block his, you know, his word, his opening, like Pete said. You
Yeah,
know,
like,
you block this part of his range when you have a 9 or an 8.
I'm gonna move on and not understand. I'll understand later.
Okay. Another way to put this is you block the bottom of his range, right? You block like his continues.
And when but when we have it, when we have such a strong hand, we would like to, we would like him to continue. So
Yeah.
when he has his continues, that's when we can, check raise the most because we want him to continue. And if
It's a mix. It's a mix, right?
Yeah.
There's fold equity, there's value. So it's
Yep.
you can't say it's just one or the other.
and the other dynamic working is when we're coolered by a bigger ace, ace 4 and ace 5 have extra equity, being able to make the backdoor wheel and escape the inferior kicker complex.
But they can't, but they can't make a
They,
wheel.
they can't make a wheel.
They
Oh,
can't make a
no,
wheel.
you're right. Can't.
Right, that's that. Scotty don't know. Moving on. Or more accurately, Scotty doesn't know.
Well, in my mind, it's simple. Here you block value hands and here you block his worst, the worst part of his range. So you play more with this part and you play a little bit less with this part. And it's the like same thing with offsuit. Say we fold. This is too strong. We just call.
Still too strong. So I guess you check again. Bet
Check,
8.5.
check on the turn, right?
Yep.
3.5, I said. Block bet like, yeah, like the last time.
But he's not raised. It's so hard for him to raise us on this flush board. That's why I want to bet bigger.
Okay.
Everything's right.
Bit of
Everything's right.
everything, right?
Yeah.
Bit of everything.
Solver's just so protected out of position.
This is a fold.
Mhm. This is a fold.
Too strong, we just call.
This is the hand we just played.
Oh, we can lead the 6 on the turn. Quite a lot.
Cause we made like two pairs, since we put a very strong hand like this in that range as well, so that he can't just raise us with abandon. And I think check one more time, given that we checked the way down.
Doesn't
Check,
want you to check.
check and free. Alright,
Yay.
Pass
prayers
off, we
have
have
been
the stone
answered.
cold nuts.
Amen.
And it didn't matter how we played it. We were getting all the money in. Paul, get your finger off that raise.
Okay, okay.
Monotone board, no.
Oh, this is good.
Step away from the ledge.
Check.
Ah, no,
We actually donk some second pairs. I don't know if we do it in a flush fan. Yeah,
yeah,
look at the donk. Look at it.
yeah. I can do it plenty. But would you rather like check raise here or just check call?
Oh, way ahead, way behind.
You're giving out free spades.
I'm keeping in every bluff. Oh,
Yeah. Gotta put it in.
Maybe get called by a spade. Yep. Get called by a spade. He got there too. Fold.
Fish playing kings.
Don't fold.
So we raise.
Like,
We
this
Get
seems
better
like a good
aces
bluff.
get better aces to fold. We had the anglers to the pair card.
Yep. Yeah, this is a good raise.
yep, all your sevens wanna raise, but this one may be least of all.
Fold. That was fun.
You sure about that?
That it was fun?
No, but it's a fold.
Yes.
Hmm,
I don't understand poker.
well, we're short stack, 6, 7, 8, 1 overcard, so if you had, like, we're ahead of all of the bluffs, right?
And we only need like 33% equity. Wow. Wow.
I think this could be a good raise. You'll never see
I,
it coming if the ace comes on the turn.
I like a call.
You wanna call here? Okay. Either way,
Everyone's right.
Yay. Just don't fold.
so we check raise and then the 8 pairs. And then here we are, no spade.
I think it
I
makes a
think,
good bluff to continue with, because we
me
raised a lot of
too.
8 for value.
Yep,
This
my
makes a
thoughts
good bluff to go with
exactly.
it.
You gotta
Yeah, he
continue.
still has a lot of overcards. Those are like our bluff targets are hands like king jack or whatever.
We
You
wouldn't
might
push an
go,
8, right? We would
you
just
don't
go
push.
5.
You
Or-
go,
Yeah, don't
you bet 20 or
5.
33.
Is it ever 3?
I think
Oh,
sometimes,
no.
yeah. Look how dry the board is. Like, what can he really continue with? Nope, I guess not.
Please? Oh,
That's not
Oh.
a good card.
Oh.
That's not a good card.
yeah,
I give up.
yeah. Checks back. Oh,
Oh.
with that. Okay, so we're gonna raise here
that's-
every
that's
time.
broken.
Bad caller, good card.
Good card.
Do you
Interesting.
ever play
Yeah,
check is the only question I have.
I think good for him,
because
not
your
good
other
for us.
jack X is scared about the king. Yeah, it could
Uh,
just be a nice check jam. You check, he bets small, you rip it.
Pretty
I
sure we
don't
just
hate
bet
that.
again the turn small. With range, with all the flushes. And then this kind of hand.
I don't
But see,
think
the
bet
thing is
small is
like,
a
we have
bad
hands like
either.
jack 10, and like that hand might like to slow down against a king.
Yeah, that's kinda where I'm at too.
So we think a lot of our range wants to check here, flush completing, and then all of our jacks.
Okay, so if you check raise jack 10 of clubs, what are you just gonna barrel off till you lose all your chips here? Like, what's the plan?
Fire again on the turn and play the river?
So anyways,
Barrel
that's
off
why we're
all your.
blasted.
No, no, I haven't said we
Yeah,
blasted at the end, but we bet like 5 here.
the king is
Chips aren't gonna
just, I
lose
feel like,
themselves.
the king's asymmetrically good for him. Like, king's not great for us.
So you wanna check?
Yeah, we have a lot of cards like Queen 9, Queen 10.
No one was right.
No one's right.
Push.
just-
Rip it.
You just
Uh,
jam.
Jab, that's a tough one to explain.
Well, I mean,
Oh, he's not. Okay, he calls with worst hands, it seems.
I'm not surprised he called it worse.
Is
I just
this,
wanted to get there in a slightly trickier fashion.
yeah. Is this a good raise?
It's probably okay.
I would just call.
Yeah,
Um,
I think I would
on the-
too, Scotty.
Yeah, on the thought, on the way ahead, way behind thought.
So I feel like we just have a lot of BS in our range that will check raise a texture like this, but, we're kinda blocking the folds, so. I might start releasing. This is still my call though.
Pretty sure we have to continue. Now, how do you continue?
Not the hand class that wants to check raise.
Why not?
It's not the bottom of the deck, 1. 2, you're blocking folds. Why would you check raise this over a hand,
Okay.
let's say like,
God.
okay,
Thing is, you often like wanna check raise these random overcards, cuz if you hit it on the turn, it's really easy to get paid. So I think like. King, queen. And queen
Yeah, I
ten
so
would wanna
suited.
I'd want to be more connected to the 9. I might pick like Queen Jack here.
Queen jack suited.
10. More equity.
See all this block here. Does that
It
very
just-
often.
So just look at the range, for instance, like you can pick any random card and say it does a lot, because it's like, you're only calling 4% and you're folding 60? So where is it folding, actually? That's actually a good question.
One
Uh,
overcard.
See, man, like I got it backwards. I would be more likely to check raise like king 4 here or something than king jack.
Yeah, king 4 is fine. And
Yeah, this thing, I mean, this one's is simple in this way. It's not even doing 10-8, wrapping the 9. It's just, do you have a pair? Do you have two overcards?
Yeah, that's it. So it's
And do you
like,
have-
is it like, are you doing this for value then? Like, what is this?
Yeah, a
Okay.
little bit, a little bit.
guess-
You know, it's losing EV. You can see it,
You're
right?
doing every ace.
Cause you're kind of torching, but you know, it's the right play.
Okay, so if you play Clickarooski here, what happens to his range?
He's gonna fold like ace highs. He's gonna fold like slightly better hands.
He's calling up
Uh,
With
the
bad
raise.
aces, ace 8, ace 7, ace 6.
you got some queen 8 in there still. Got some jack 10 off in there still. You're probably doing better within this range is prescribing. Mm,
Yeah, because I think opponents are folding queen jack here.
Look at the silliness that 5-6 suited is doing. What are you doing down there, little guy?
It's playing. Wrap around the tree.
It's like the nut low card in the
Four.
range.
Yeah.
You raise a me, I'm gonna raise a you.
Okay, was it prank? Or was it?
Yeah. This is a no man's node for me.
The
Well,
weird-
see, I was hoping he would fold that. I think maybe population folds that to your check raise, no?
The weird thing about,
Go ahead, Scotty.
oh, just about those Broadway check raises is that he calls all his Broadways. He doesn't fold any of the better hands. We raise him with queen jack and he calls with king jack.
No,
Right.
Scotty, he was folding better hands, like ace 8, ace 7, ace 6, ace 5.
Okay, but he called all of his Broadway,
Yeah.
he called all the hands we were raising.
Yeah,
We didn't even get him off a chop.
oh
Alright,
no, oh no,
Check
no,
raise.
for sure, but we get aces to fold, so
that's true. Check raise.
I say we raise.
You say is good.
I say we raise,
Check
I'm
raise.
playing
but
call
a
here.
lot less confident here.
Well, I don't like raising here, really.
Well, you're gonna
Oh.
have some draws raising, right? It's an open ender at the end of the
I
day. We
look for
don't have a spade,
gutters
but
more often.
we have
I
some
look for
bluffs.
gutters more often than open enders.
We need this one. I'm pretty sure. Oh no. Ace high, ace jack. It's too,
It's not always right, but I think the heuristic of don't raise open enders is a good first, first rule of poker.
At 20 big blinds at least.
Yeah.
Do you put him in? Or do we not put him in?
I like putting him in because
just call.
because we can get value from spades.
He's gonna bluff the spades. Low SPR, this is too strong, which is call. You can
Everyone's
jump.
right.
It's got jams. Because he's gonna check back a jack on the river. No, he's not.
Bluff,
Jam.
I would
It's
jam.
blocking is interesting because Jack is kind of good for us as the defender.
He's gonna raise every jack in his hand against a block. He's
He's
gonna
gonna call
raise
jack.
some aces, right?
No, he's not gonna raise the aces. That's the problem. He's gonna call the aces. He's gonna raise the jacks. The jacks are all, and all of them are gonna call our jam. That's why I wanna jam.
Okay, maybe jamming is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jam. it.
Jam it and get called by an ace or jack.
King, queen, queens.
And he was gonna check back his queens. I mean, maybe he was gonna call our two big blinds though. But he wasn't gonna continue betting them.
Ace of spade here. What do you guys wanna do? Cause I wanna raise.
Problem is we have no interaction with the like straight cards.
You're not getting folds either. It's too condensed around his, like, the upper end of his opening range.
Just a
He's
call.
just, he's gonna have a ton of stuff.
Just a
Ooh,
fold.
Just
Just
a
fold
fold.
the ace of spades. Overfold against king high boards.
Yeah, it's king, jack, nine flush draw, right?
Completed equity.
Yeah, then you see a board like that, you should just, piss and run.
Don't fold.
Okay, do you raise?
I don't know. So we mix calls and raises. And
I
by
would
mixing,
just call. Too strong.
You
Yeah.
only get to check raise flushes, flush blockers, and sets.
okay,
Hands that can improve their equity.
alright, in that case, check. And call.
Now,
Okay.
maybe you wanna raise some here, cuz. Spades are spades are only gonna pay you when they complete. Then you get value from aces. This
Yeah.
could be a raise.
Oh,
Yeah, can go
Well-
either way.
yeah, it
Yeah, just call,
feels like there's only
If we call it
better.
off,
just
he can
lose.
have like ace, king.
Ace, 10-8. He
Yeah.
loses. What was he doing?
I don't know, man.
Saved by a second pair.
He needs
Green
to
tag.
join the study section.
Absolutely green tagging that shit.
Yeah.
I don't think you're seeing that in the wild.
No.
Well, you
If
do.
you are, like, report them for RTA.
That's,
Oh. You guys calling here?
no, but I guess we're supposed to.
Yeah, it's 2 overs. That random.
That's what it is. It's 2 overs.
Pair draw, some people say here. A little 5, alright. So
Thinking about just getting it in.
let's raise all in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So he had a bunch of air. Okay.
Gotta continue here, right? So might
On
as
a
well
paired
raise
board,
them.
he has so much air.
Might as well raise.
I don't think his hand really benefits a lot from raising though.
We're blocking the 6. With the 7. We get better aces to fold. Ace 8, ace
Do we?
9.
Do we?
Maybe this is a
On a
little.
paired board,
yes.
well, on a paired board though, he raises and folds like ace 8, ace 9, ace 10.
Let's see, uh-oh. Oh. Not
That was
good.
fun.
We're gonna have to leave. Oh, we were ahead. King 4 would just fold.
Can we look at that paired king board?
Very often, like danglers to the small card are playing. That's how I found a little bit of raising. But 5% is very thin. That was this one, right? The big blind node first.
Every 6 raises.
So look like 8-7 off. 7-5 suited with the. So it picks sevens with the backdoor flush. You know, it's not a good play, right? It's losing a lot of EV. But the danglers to the pair, the discard like ace-7. No, it's not surprising for me. Look at all the sevens here. No, so that's what's going on here. But it's like a losing player. That's funny.
Yeah, I wouldn't stress about that. You need bluffs to go with your value and it just
Yeah.
hasn't run to a better equilibrium.
And then the same block like, queen jack suited, queen ten suited, that kind of stuff. Right, I think we're gonna wrap it up. Unless you wanna see something else here, Tim?
Nah, that's good.
We're good? Alright, well, thanks a lot for joining, everybody. It's always a pleasure and see you guys on Friday. I think Friday we're gonna review Jeremy Chan's little GG Masters. So, alright, thanks a lot, guys. Take care.